Millennial Naturals Kitty Cartel will have you addicted to how clean, balanced, and refreshed your kitty will feel after using their Kitty Crack Foam Wash. And their Kitty Crack Coat Soap will have you obsessed with how much it soothes itchiness and dryness and eliminates oversweating. Head to millennialnaturals.com to feel, smell, and taste better with their Kitty Cartel products. Oh, and one last thing. Tasha K's Kitty is spreading a little love to you with my coupon code Tasha K to help you save a little coin on your kitty for your next day. This either. I don't get paid enough for this. Now, I wish I can get this out of my psyche, out of my subconscious. In the words of Nature Boy. Pushing 3. I want to push 3. Pushing 3. Remember, Carbonation Special appears on the app, TashaKLive.com, June 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 13th, okay? So, we should have had John Gray host this one. Now, I know y'all have heard that I put out an exclusive story on John Gray cheating again, but this time it had nothing to do with crab legs, okay, or seafood brawl, or Golden Corral. It had nothing to do with Sonny's barbecue. Okay? Now, I do want to say this. The video in which I received from a young woman who we interviewed, her interview is on my app, TashaKLive.com. It's very well in detail, okay? I cannot release the videos simply because they are pornography and borderline child pornography. But we got the story on the app. But let me give you a brief synopsis of what's going on here. So 4 o'clock in the morning, Lamine is jumping around, okay? Daddy gave him candy. Last won't go to sleep. We talking about my son. Okay. And so Chelsea, ends up forwarding a video to me that she received that I thought she was watching and masturbating to at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, why are you sending me someone with a child's peen masturbate? What are you doing here? This is not what we do as boss and employee. Okay. We don't do these type of things. And when I saw, I was like, oh my God. Somebody is fucking this lady husband. That's what I thought. I said, but with what? What are they fucking her husband with? And then you know what she tells me when I call her to tell her about it, and she don't want to take my calls no more for whatever reason? Girl, I warned you about your husband's micro penis. Yes, it's a micro penis, okay? On the internet. He's sending it. Asking for cheeseburgers in exchange. The Cash App cheeseburgers. No, I'm just playing. He didn't say that though, but I mean shit. So let me tell you what the video encompasses, okay? So the video is him in a robe and it's wide open. Wide open. And to the point where his stomach, Teddy, I'm gonna have to borrow you for a second. Give me a second. I know he tired of being a demonstration. Teddy say he got 1 million followers. He ain't got no business coming from a bed with no sheets, building this channel to being hold on. I just want to show you what the video was like with John. Okay, real quick before we get to this young dro. I need my phone. So this was John Gray. This was John. Teddy, you got to get in this bitch. Oh, now. This was John Gray. Laid down. And he had the phone. And then he took his 2 fingers. 2 fingers. It's way more explicit on the app, TashaKLive.com. We got a 3-part series. It's a lot. It was so much so that it make it to the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. They on my app. I appreciate the love. He took 2 fingers. That's all he can grab it with was 2 fingers. Like I said, it was borderline child's. And he couldn't reach it really, so he was, wiggling it in the camera. Then he turned the camera around because, most people can go like this and see. But he couldn't do that, right? He couldn't do that because it was the circumference, of the velocity of the stomach. So he had to turn his camera around and do like this, and he wiggled the micro penis after preaching earlier that day at Relentless Church and told the girl, you need to come to Atlanta. Come to Atlanta. Then he put the face back in the camera and said, come on, you got to come to Atlanta. And he just wiggling. He can't even see it. If he saw what we saw, he wouldn't be wiggling it. He wouldn't do that to us. And he wouldn't put it in no camera if he saw what we saw. See, mirrors make it look bigger. Cameras make it look bigger. But what I saw, I literally want to sue this man. I want to sue him. I should have never had to get that I should have never had that come into my brain. Because you can never get it out. And then he can't shave because he got 1 patch of hair. And eczema down there. Now, when you got eczema on your groin, put some lotion down there. Shit, all that bacon grease he could have rubbed some of that down there. And I know why he married Aventer. Aventer Gap, just think about it. Aventer Gap so big, all she did was like that. And it was in there. It was in there. And he got the nerve. I'm sorry, Ted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that to you. But that pastor, you know what I'm saying? And he is relentless. He is relentless. And he's sending a girl cash apps, talking about he gonna buy a house and a car. If she comes see that. And then it had the nerve to curve like this. It was like this, y'all. I swear, it was like this. I said, is this a baby? What the hell going on right here? And so, the wife says on the phone, well, you remember, Tasha, the last time you called? Yeah. I remember. I called about the seafood broil. Your baby was in the bag. You sent the lawyer, somebody, don't post your baby. I didn't even know your baby was back there till he moved the camera. He was so big. I took it down. I don't post kids. Well, the reason I said he hadn't slept with no one the last time you called, I said, yeah, I remember that. She said, that's why. I said, oh, hell no. I said, you for real? She said, that's why. And I've tried my best to stick by this man. And his diabetes. He got medical problems. That's why I look like that. I said, no. You're not going to lie on the medical industry like that. You're not going to lie on diabetes like that. Diabetes don't do that. Diabetes may take a toe. It may take a pinky. It may take a leg. But it don't do that. That was God's plan. And you best believe if it was a little bit bigger, he wouldn't be with you. John Gray gonna tell me on the phone. Y'all got to watch the videos, TashaKLive.com. John Gray gonna tell me on the phone, talking about he is confused over his sexuality. I said, well, what was it, a transgender? She said, what's going on here? What we talking about? Yeah, we talked. It's a full conversation. Me and Larry Reed did a show on the conversation too. Oh, it was hell. It was hell. I said, what are we talking about? At 6 years old, a man pissed in my mouth. What does that have to do? And I said to him, I said, what does that have to do with you putting your child's penis in the camera? What does the man peeing in your mouth got to do? Because obviously it was a woman. You had me thinking maybe it was a trans. But when you were on massage parlor sites as a pastor using the tithes and offering of these people in Powder Springs in South Carolina to pay for your church, and you gonna send cash apps in your first deacon's name to tell massage therapists that you don't know if they are men or women because you're confused as a pastor, and that's the reason why you making and sending videos of child. I told him everybody on this phone is black or women, because Larry Reed was on the phone, and have been molested. Don't try me. Larry, my dog. Stop. Don't try me like that. And you done tried us. Now, we don't know if this video gonna leak. And I said I called Aventine. I ain't have to call you. I did not have to call you, lady. But you knew what he was capable of. And you gonna still stay and still continue. He was in therapy. I thought it was fixed. No, he didn't get fixed. He didn't get fixed. It's not fixed. It's broken. But because you first lady, you want to let your children get embarrassed. He gonna be his ass on OnlyFans next. Watch what I tell you, like the last pastor down there. And he was like this. He was like, yeah, in the back, raw, no condom. Had to do bow. He had what's his name? Dwight, what? I don't know. He was a pastor down there on OnlyFans. Made a deal with the OnlyFans star and said, I'll do the video as long as you gonna edit me out later. The dude said, okay, put the whole pastor on blast. He said, bow, didn't even know him, went in there straight raw with no prep. Talking about he assured his wife a clean bill of health. You gonna put that on the internet? You gonna tell the world you had to give your wife a clean bill of health and it take almost up to 10 years for you to be negative? She don't know. She don't know. And this happened 3 months ago. You know that shit can pop up at any time. You know. It lay dormant for years. If you got a good immune system. Shit. Ted, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bend you over like that. My bad. I didn't take it from the back. But John, I'm just confused over my sexuality because a man pissed in my mouth. It was too much. I said, John, what does got to do with you taking 2 fingers and wiggling your penis and asking a prostitute to come down to Atlanta to play in your ass? To stick a finger in your ass? What does this got to do with somebody peeing in your mouth? As a child, at 6 years old? All of us at 6, most of us, has had dick. You understand? At 6, and we didn't want it. A 6-year-old can't give consent. It's called molested.
What the hell?
See, y'all young. Y'all ain't get it. They got it on the show. Anyway. Y'all got to go over there and watch all 3 episodes, okay? Y'all got to watch. It's too much to put over here. And I told her, on behalf of the children, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm not. And I'm not in the business of airing child. We don't make money like that over here. Strictly celebrity gossip. That is it, okay? Maybe some little relationship advice. That's it. No more, no less, okay? All right, now, before I start this, what in the fuck is a carbonation? Who want to answer?
Before there was a white man here, we existed.
People calling y'all a cult. They're calling y'all brainwashed. They're calling y'all weak. They're calling you crazy, delusional. You're being held against your will. You're not eating. You're malnourished. Rumors of HIV and STDs. What in the fuck is a carbonation?
Caesar has returned.
Women are electrons, we're movement. We're going to move through what his mind tells us to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to collectively know, like, okay, check.
You can become the master of your reality.
And how do you get people to follow you immediately?
master teacher. Never heard a black guy refer to himself as master teacher. And I'm thinking to myself, what warrants you to carry that title?
He was ordering you to slap the girls.
Bitch gonna take your place. You looking weak.
I went up against Oya. I'm Oshun. I went up against Oya, and I fought, and I won that battle.
So you would date a transgender?
Yeah. As long as they look like the female, not the man, not the cheap ones. You know the cheap ones? You know the cheap ones.
What's shaking up in you?